Hi and hello and welcome to 2 Men On. I, of course, am Fred Slow. Alongside me is the Van Nunley. And it's hard to start the show with jokes when there's no more laughter or love in the world.
Okay, why this time?
There are a handful of people throughout the course of entertainment and impact that have been able to, with both of those words, entertain and impact the way that Dolly Parton was able to entertain and impact.
Well, those watching today and not just listening, my name today is Vandy Parton, and we are talking 9 to 5 today.
I like that.
Absolute hero, absolute legend.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and it's rare these days,
correct,
you know entertainment, you know music, you know movies, you know pop culture.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, the wrong people get famous.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
In the case of Dolly Parton, good Lord, JC did the right person get famous and 100% use their platform for good.
Yeah, and not just their platform, but then expanded to like newer platforms, expanded to bigger impacts, expanded to love. Yes. I'm going to use the word love. And, you know, that's the Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You, know, written by Dolly Parton, you know, and I don't know if it's true or a folk tale, but Jolene and I Will Always Love You apparently written on the same day.
Yeah.
Which is a crazy sentence.
Wild.
Because Jolene, all-time big, we're not even talking about the works, we're talking about the person, but there is no doubt in my mind that Dolly Parton loved you, Van. There's no doubt in my mind that Dolly Parton loved thy neighbor, that Dolly Parton loved thy stranger, that Dolly Parton and accepted all kinds. And she's got I'm going to paraphrase here, but she's got a lot of examples of talking about people in her life that have had their own battles and how she accepts them for being them.
Yep.
And there's no reason for us to quote what has been quoted a million times over the course of this past week, but upper tier of sad stuff, upper tier, or celebrate it's the 80 is a really good run.
That's a good run,
it's
man.
a good run.
That's a good run.
There are other 80-year-olds I want dead.
Yeah, multiple.
One
in particular.
Yeah,
but
and came up in like a one-room house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Came up in the poorest parts of one of the poorest parts of the country and strived and did all the things that you do to reach the American dream, and then took that dream and turned it into imagination book organizations and community giving. And, you know, you grew up in Houston, so I assure you that you know people specifically of schools or community centers, primarily of individuals of color that would go and compete in band festivals or would go and compete in musical anythings. And the way that you and I had to sell fundraisers for our athletics and our endeavors as kids, those communities didn't have to, because Dolly Parton supported them.
Correct.
And I can keep going kind of down the path of all the things that she has done. But we don't have to tell anyone. And it's not even that she told people. The world told the world for her.
Sure.
Just wild.
It's funny you mentioned the Houston thing, growing up in Houston, because whatever company owns it in your neck of the woods, Scholastic Book Fair thing, comes to town, comes to your elementary school, blah, blah, blah. Her foundation had a program on top of the book fair that no kid left that book fair without a book. So, I'm from a middle class, working class family. Both my parents had jobs. We were doing just fine. But anyone in that area, anyone in my school who went to the Scholastic Book Fair, who could not buy a book, left with a book from Dolly Parton's foundation.
So cool. So cool. And
that's in the mid-'80s. It was 40 years ago.
Mm-hmm. And then, elevating, that world of entertainment around her. You know, like all those touches to other performers or specifically. And if you haven't been to Dolly World, it's so stupid, but go. Like,
Sure.
I've been. It's so stupid.
I haven't, but
No,
I
it's
kind of have to now.
because the way it's over the top. It's the way her body, her hair,
Sure.
her songwriting and performing, everything is so big. And then all that attention that's so big drew used for the right thing.
Correct.
And again,
How many hospitals has Elon Musk built?
I don't know.
Answer 0. Yeah. How many children have Dolly Parton helped?
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands.
Well, your number's low because she helped fund the COVID-19 vaccine. That's not like like a tall tale. That's not a Chuck Norris thing.
Sure.
That is a true thing.
Yeah.
Help fund the COVID-19 vaccine.
Yeah. A side quest real quick. Dolly Parton, gorgeous.
Yep. Yes.
Talented. The biggest personality in the industry. We don't got to mention the giant rack and big hair. First off, how hot was Jolene?
Incredibly.
If Jolene
To go over on it.
could steal Dolly Parton's man, oh my God, who is this Jolene lady?
Yeah. Something incredible. That donation I was talking about was to Vanderbilt University to help Moderna research. She died at Vanderbilt University. You know, her family said a brief battle with cancer.
Sure.
You know, which is the worst thing ever. The worst thing ever.
Yeah.
But she was one of one. You know, and I think and we're at a place. I'm 41. You're a shade older, where we've had a couple people go. You know, and the Robin Williams one got me.
Sure.
You know, years ago. And obviously not cancer with it was substantially different. But that was one that impacted me like to the core. And the Dolly Parton one was like, oh shucks. You know, I was a little too young for when Mr. Rogers passed away. I was a little too young for when Bob Ross passed away.
Sure.
Steve Irwin didn't get me because I wasn't on the train. But I don't know how many are like universally non-contested Weird Al. Like who's left?
Yeah.
Like who was left of that group?
Just the 100% universal
Died in the wall.
Rushmore of good guys. The good ones.
Where is they?
Right.
Who is they?
Who is they? I got one for this generation.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Think cut from the same cloth.
Yeah.
Does nothing but good constantly. No drama. Like nothing crazy has happened throughout his life. No scandals. Nothing that, the tabloid rags or TMZ would cover. Doesn't get attention for all of his good deeds and philanthropy. And the same thing with Dolly Parton. Like, whenever someone would try to give her attention for her good deeds, she would segue to the helpers. She would never make it about herself.
Well, and
she would never pat herself on the back.
And not just those helpers, but like the communities she was from, right? Where that community was constantly lifted, by her. And I don't just mean the one she grew up in, but like the one she built like along her journey. Her inner circle was her family, and the inner circle around them was that community they were from. And then all knowing where they came from, all willing to help others the way that they were helped,
right?
On that journey. And just incredible. Also could actually play music.
Yes.
Could actually write songs.
Was
could
actually talented.
Perform.
Yes.
Which is
not just the face of a record label.
Yeah.
Like she was an absolute force in the music industry. I got a couple milestones right here.
I'm ready.
Written over 3,000 songs.
That tracks.
3,000 songs.
That tracks.
Sold more than 100 million records.
Mm-hmm.
That's 11 Grammys.
That's the same number of books that the Imagination Library gave away.
Sure.
More than 100 million. That's wild. Hey, and you're talking about songwriting, and I don't know the rules and how things get categorized as whatever.
Yeah.
Her version of I Will Always Love You is not the same version as Whitney Houston's I Will Always Love You. Mm-hmm. She helped and embraced that change.
100%.
Yeah, when Whitney was like, hey, I think this, and Dolly goes, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, we got this. Her goddaughter is Miley Cyrus.
Yep.
Which is pretty incredible because we all grew up with Miley Cyrus, right? But like growing up, you go, well, she had some trials, she had some tribulations, she had kid stuff, she was exposed to all that weird Disney stuff that we're only going to learn more about as we get older. And you know, Dolly Parton had her back. By the way, Miley's cover of Jolene is as good as anything Miley Cyrus has ever done. Like, it's top tier.
And getting the blessing to do that. That's like some, Knights of the Round Table, sword on the shoulders stuff, like letting Miley Cyrus cover that song. Did it well.
There's something about playing for the same team your whole career, too. Like the country music team. Mm-hmm. You know, like, who are the biggest ones to ever do it, right? They don't just stay in the one.
Right.
Like,
you try to genre hop and cross over, and she stayed true the whole time.
The whole time. And then I think she got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and then I think she put out a rock and roll song, but just the one.
Just one.
And she's like, no, I wanted to just, it makes sense that I'm in now.
I just want to dip my little toe in.
Do you ever see her do like interviews, like red carpet stuff, where jerk red carpet reporter would be like, hey, I'm going to say some jerk stuff to you, Dolly Parton. And she was like like, bless your heart. Like,
yeah. Never took the bait.
Never, ever.
High road.
Yeah.
Should be called Dolly Parton Boulevard.
And I don't have it in front of me, and I haven't seen it since she passed, but you can easily find it. There is a parody interviewer based off the name Paris Hilton, the famed Hilton heiress who made the adult entertainment tape and found success through the simple life of Paris Hilton TV show or whatever.
Sure.
So there's a guy, his name is Perez Hilton. Are you familiar with this guy? You shouldn't be, but
no, actually I do.
Yeah.
I do. Unfortunately, that was thrust upon me.
Correct.
Yeah.
And he's one of those TLC, A&E, whatever, E a channel. Red carpet interview jerks, right?
Yeah.
He's one of those, and he goes up to Dolly Parton, and I haven't seen it, but this is from recollection, and he says, I'm Perez Hilton with whatever, Dolly Parton. And Dolly Parton goes, your name's Perez Hilton? And he's like, yeah. She's like, because you're making fun of Paris Hilton? And he's like, yeah, this, that, she's the worst, and I'm the worst. And Dolly Parton's like, she's not the worst, love. Like, and it's just like a lecture on how you shouldn't.
Yeah.
And like me as like a young adult, like seeing this is going, oh yeah, there are some sage minds. Not all of these people are Holly weird.
Sure.
Like they're rooted in something. Dolly Parton was rooted. And will be celebrated for it forever. Half-staff the nation.
Yeah.
They half-staff the nation. And also she turned down the Presidential Medal of Freedom from Donald Trump twice.
Duh.
She's, I'm not doing that.
Duh.
You?
Yeah.
You?
Yeah. The Venn diagram of what Dolly Parton believes in and what 45-47 believes in, those circles could not be further apart.
Have you seen The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas?
Of course I have. I'm from Texas. Duh. Yeah.
There's somebody right now watching Steel Magnolias or planning to this weekend with their person.
Yeah.
Do.
Yeah.
The Simpsons didn't have, like, that's when you know you're there.
Oh, sure. When the Simpsons do it? Yeah.
Just so incredibly smart and perfect. And I want to always like put a twist on the end where I'm like, but there's no but.
There's no but. There's no but at all. I mean, dig through her life. Look for her trying to do something trashy and despicable.
Yeah.
You're going to spend your whole lifetime because there's nothing.
You ever watch
incredible human being?
Yeah, and that's
example for the class.
100%. And I'm not just talking about people of fame because that's like easy for us all to relate to, but think of people in general for a second. Think about how they code switch. Think about how they change their cadence, and think about how they change the way they interact with others in certain groups. Dolly Parton only ever sang like Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton only ever had delivery like Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton was Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton's stage name is Dolly Parton's shoot name.
Sure. Like, which is also rare.
Which is rare.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, now her hair and her
Yeah.
efforts,
Yeah.
not so real.
Sure. Them Appalachian mountains she got
Yes.
strapped to her chest.
Yeah, just wild. And then the history of her too. And I'm not trying to really blow it out of proportion, but 1946. You know, like the time she started doing it, when she started doing it in her late teens,
Sure.
to today, we're talking vinyl, we're talking radio, we're talking television and CDs and 8-tracks and digital whatever's.
Sure.
And there's no one, the internet, streaming, social, there's no one that's going to do all of those things ever again.
Yeah.
And she killed it across all of them.
100%.
But
like you're talking about the time that she came from, and things are different now. Sometimes it doesn't feel like we've grown as a people that much, and I understand that sentiment, but it was wildly different then for a woman, for a poor woman, for a poor country woman to even get the chance that she had. She bull rushed the industry, and they had no chance but to accept her. So you talk about like people like us, middle-aged, middle-class, white men in the United States of America.
Yeah.
We're born on second base.
Yeah.
If we're rich, we're born on third base. Dolly Parton was duct taped to a lamppost in the parking lot of the baseball field, and she had to overcome all that just to make it to where she was. Did she do it out of spite? Did she do it with the powers of greed and evil? No, she stayed true to herself the whole time and was an incredible person and was an example for young people, not just where she's from, not just people who look like her, not just people who like country music. For every human being, she was a beacon of light and love and gave you the playbook on how to be a good person.
For free. She gave you the book for free.
For free.
You can get it from the Imagination Library.
Yeah, if you can't afford it, you get it for free.
Also, even if you can, it was non-discriminatory.
Sure.
And communities kept her out. They said, we don't want this in our community. This is real.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need entitlements. We don't need handouts. Everyone who is not Dolly Parton, get bent.
Sure.
Bend over and die.
Sure.
Like, it's treacherous to me. It's treacherous to my mind to think that there are people that would oppose like all of the strengths and betterments that she brought to any communities.
Yeah.
Just incredibly vexing. And then we, as we wrap up segment one, like, how do you appropriately celebrate like Dolly Parton? Like, what is does all of Tennessee stop?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever you do to celebrate the life of Dolly Parton,
if
you turn it up to 11 and give it your all,
do that.
Still not enough. Still not enough.
Not enough.
Deserves more.
And the next time you're begging of someone to please not steal your man, like remember the
Dolly
goddess did this for us.
The goddess.
You give her a state holiday. That's a given. And then you have a conversation about a national holiday.
Sure.
You give her a state holiday. Tennessee, Memphis, and Knoxville, and Nashville, and
every single
all
holler.
Of them. Yeah. Where was she from? Melbourne or wherever? All of them. You celebrate for in it. If this Halloween, it's not the number one costume that I see.
Oh, sure.
Every girl who thinks she's hot can get out of my life forever.
If you don't Dolly Parton it up. Look, I guarantee you there are going to be talks about National Dolly Parton Day with the next administration, because the current one filled with a bunch of narcissist egomaniacs who got rejected by that very same person and will not give her the credit she deserves.
I didn't look at any of, I did see the half stat, like that all makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, you better be real careful. Like, because man, woman, child, sexual orientation, religious belief, ethnicity, all of these things resonated with DP.
Sure.
Like, in the best way.
Ahead of the curve.
Yeah, 100%.
On all of these social issues.
Mm-hmm.
Always open, always accepting, always loving, and ahead of the curve.
And putting out bangers.
Yeah. Didn't stop.
So many.
Didn't stop.
When we get back from the break, we told you the number one female Halloween costume is going to be this year. But because tragedies come in threes, Van.
Oh, goodness.
We'll just run the entire first hour of this program talking about another who we lost right here on 2 Men On 98.7 KSNM Classic Rock. Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to 2 Men On. I, of course, am Fred Slow. Alongside me is Van Nunley. In an hour or two, we're going to talk about number 2, well, at least the second loss this week in the world of entertainment. Also at the ripe age of 80, the universe lost Tim Curry as well this week.
Oh, man, the Grim Reaper's on a heater this week.
Just
holy moly.
It's like if the Grim Reaper has like one of those have you ever seen Toy Story when they're grabbing the aliens out of the claw game?
Sure.
The one you should get is right there.
I know.
Get that one.
Why do you keep getting these good ones,
man?
Stop.
No, that's the wrong claw.
Are you building up credit? What are you doing?
Stop it. Dr. Frankenfurter, I believe, I feel his most famous role. I think that's a Hall of Fame role.
Yeah.
If you connect with Tim Curry for another thing, yes, I feel you.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not a Clue guy, but I feel you.
Yeah.
You and I have put on the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Correct.
We're weird.
Right.
And
we pat on our own back. First people to sell out the Lobo Theater.
Pretty good. We're pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't struggle at live events. That's like my thing.
Sure.
And the thing about promoting is I like it. I like to promote. So the best part about us putting on Rocky Horror Picture Show was the audition process of people trying to be Dr. Frankenfurter.
Yes.
And everyone who goes out for Rocky Horror Picture Show, the Shadowcast, everyone who goes out for that, they're all only auditioning for the role of Dr. Frankenfurter, and
will settle for whatever else they get. Sure.
So one gets it, and then the rest of them end up other transsexuals.
Sure.
And going through that with you and with the casting director we were working with at the time was as fun of an audition process of anything ever, because that character was made so weird by Tim Curry.
Yes. I mean, we'll dive into this more, obviously.
Yeah.
Like the premier character actor
of mouth stuff
of his generation.
Yeah.
Incredible. to my recollections, never had that one big leading starring role in a, blockbuster motion picture.
Pennywise?
But every single thing he ever did, he crushed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, back to Rocky Horror Picture Show, and you know this better than anybody because you have Duke City Championship Wrestling in WA New Mexico. You know wrestling fans are the most passionate people in the universe.
Hard yes.
Only bested by Rocky Horror Picture Show cultists.
Yeah. And the cult difference in those two cults is with wrestling, you're not watching the same episode every time.
Yeah.
You're watching the same series. With Rocky Horror Picture Show, it's the exact same thing.
Everything.
Every time.
Sure.
And we were trying to spice it up. We were like, hey, listen, let's add lasers and cocaine and strippers.
Okay.
And they were like, well, we actually don't need it.
Yeah.
It's already, you actually just need a couple paper bags.
Yeah. It comes built in. That's not aftermarket.
No. And I'm over here like, okay, yeah, I trust you guys. Like, what do we think is best? So funny to me how special, like a not just a role, but like an entire movie can be made by like an individual's performance. And then also the kind of like insanity in that role where you don't go on to be like a legitimate insane person. This isn't The Room.
Sure.
Yeah. Like there's something about that is also true. Who's kind of like that is old Nicolas Cage is kind of like that. Where like he's been in some bottom tier movies, but has had top tier performances. Like Con Air sucks. Nothing about Con Air is good.
Doesn't hold up.
But it's so good.
It's so good. It's hilarious and campy and fun. Yeah. He I don't know if you know this about Tim Curry because he had so many iconic roles throughout his career. He haunted my nightmares
as Pennywise
when I was a child. No, not Pennywise.
Okay.
He played the devil.
Yeah.
In Tom Cruise's Legend. I woke up in cold sweats multiple times as a child because of his depiction of the devil in the movie Legend.
Well, and it
is terrifying.
And that's like that span of talent, right? From what was the devil to what was he Long John Silver in the Muppets movie to Pennywise to Rocky Horror Picture Show to
Annie.
Yeah. All of these things. And you go, this dude is everything. Also, I don't think his name was the devil in Legend. It was something else, but it was the devil.
Yes, correct.
I also think he did like all of our favorite 90s cartoons as well. I don't know if you're aware of this.
Prolific dude.
Yeah.
We don't have time in this segment to talk about every single role he did because that would be impossible.
He had a recording career. Are you familiar with this? Rock and roll?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like I was not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as I sat down and it was like, well, why don't you check out this Spotify? And I go, because I don't want to be moved to sexual emotion right now.
You don't want to be horny for Tim Curry the
I
day
can't
after
handle
he
that.
died?
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah. I don't need a combination of sexuality and menace and comedy. I just need to be sad for a minute.
Sure. I mean, and poor Tim Curry had to die, within 24 hours of the legend Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
So he's going to lose a lot of the shine. He's going to be remembered. He's going to be loved. He's going to be honored. He's going to be celebrated. But bummer, you had to die within 24 hours of Dolly Parton because he's not going to get the shine he deserves because one of the most epic performers, songwriters, and generally good human beings ever invented passed away at the same time as you. It's unfair for this poor guy.
There's weird ones like that because that happened to Farrah Fawcett. Yeah, Farrah Fawcett died the same day that Michael Jackson died.
Yeah.
And like any other day,
sure,
Farrah Fawcett is the only story.
Yes.
Not the day that Michael Jackson dies.
Correct. And if you out there, friend of the show, if you're a little different, if you're a little quirky, if you're a little odd, if you're a little queer, if you're on the spectrum, Tim Curry has got to be a god to you.
Yeah.
Because he was different. He stood out. He chose a path. He blazed a trail for people who are different and quirky and have different interests and, are just off the beaten path. He should be a hero to you if you don't fit in, if you're a little different, if you have alternative interests, you live alternative lifestyles. He's like a god to alternative culture.
I know that I shouldn't be afraid of hotel concierges. I know they're there to help me.
Yeah.
I know.
I almost spit out my delicious Mexican lager here at Rio Bravo Brewing.
I know that they're familiar with the community that I'm staying in. All these things I know to be true.
Yeah.
But I see him from Home Alone 2.
Yes.
And I can't.
Yeah.
You could be a woman. I see Tim Curry
Yeah.
as the concierge from Home Alone 2.
Sure.
You could be a black man.
Yeah.
And I go, but you're Tim Curry
Can't trust you.
from Home Alone 2.
There's no way. No way.
Yeah, why are you wearing the bellhop hat?
Yeah.
You're not the bellhop.
You have it out for me right now. I know it. What are you scheming on?
I wish I was like a queer culture icon. The way that Tim,
Fred, you still got time.
yeah, dude.
You could turn it around, brother.
And also, like, again, Hollywood, right? Like, I'm not saying I know a single thing about Tim Curry's life outside of film, but in Hollywood,
Yeah.
and I mean, come on, like, everyone, all the time, like, and he was never too much.
Hot take right here.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
The movie Clue sucked.
The movie Clue sucks.
If it wasn't for Tim Curry, because he was incredible.
He was incredible. And then gone. Like I said, culturally speaking, gone. And then also, like, and again, the weird stuff, the theater, the film, the voiceover stuff, that Thornberry stuff, like, all of this is just like iconic. And as you said, iconic supporting roles.
Yes.
Except for Rocky Horror. I mean, he's the star.
Oh, 100%.
Like,
yeah. But
it's not Janet.
No one envisioned at the time that was going to be the cult classic that it is. And again, like, we put on the Rocky Horror Picture Show to resounding praise.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not the biggest Rocky Horror guy.
No.
I understand it.
No.
I get it, but it's not for me.
Correct.
I'm not in the cult.
Well, and the reason
But I'm in the Big Lebowski cult.
Yeah.
So much that I made that my religion.
Is he in
so
it?
much that no, he is not.
Okay.
So much that I have, like, shaped some of my core principles around that movie. So much that I've married two of my best friends, officiated the wedding. I didn't marry them. Not that there's anything wrong with that. As the dude, as Jeffrey Lebowski from The Big Lebowski, it shaped my life in a way that, look, Rocky Horror Picture Show's not for me, but I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I understand what it's like being in a cult because I'm in one.
Sure.
It just so happens to be a different one.
Did you know his father was a chaplain?
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah.
Hey, you're like,
You grow up in that life, you stray pretty hard from the flock.
can I get even weirder for you?
Please.
In the British Navy. He was a Royal Navy chaplain. I dare you to come up with a more strict upbringing, understanding, approach to life than having a father who was a Methodist chaplain in the British Royal Navy.
Yeah.
This is exactly what happens, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
When you squeeze the bottle so tight, it bursts.
Yeah.
I'm Doug and you're Dad. I'm out here.
And he didn't even, like, he's got the accent, right? He's got the British thing.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even grow up in Britain. Grew up in Hong Kong.
Sure.
What?
Very British part of the world, though. Yeah.
A lot of influences.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
You don't struggle to get curry over there.
Yeah.
Or whatever British people eat.
Yeah. Britain's Puerto Rico.
They don't call it that, do they?
They do not.
But I mean, joking, not joking. You know, he had loss in his life. Where his old man passed away. He's like not a teenager yet. And then it's like, well, what do you do?
Yeah.
Like, how do you get the attention you're not literally able to get at home?
Yeah.
The way that Tim Curry did.
That's one way to do it. Yeah.
I don't know if I have a good parallel example to, like, the weird start to the weird finish. There was never like Jim Carrey ended up doing not so weird stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like Robin Williams did stuff that was also not weird. I mean, it was more dramatic, whatever. I mean, everything's weird in some way. Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is a comedic actor. If you tell me he's not, that's because you didn't go back far enough to watch Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
No, Tim Curry just only did weird stuff.
Just the weird stuff.
Like,
only the weird stuff, man.
Yeah. How'd that make me feel on the inside? I think I'll try it, is how I think his brain worked. And his cadence of like speaking, his tone of, there's a couple disembodied voices. Like he's on the list. And I don't know who like the most significant disembodied voice of all time is. And maybe Tim Curry doesn't make a lot of people's short list of that list. But like it's on there. And then like we were saying, don't know a ton about him outside of it because he lived a incredibly, I mean, relatively private life, you know, outside of doing the weird stuff. Did he go to like, I don't know this to be true or not, maybe you do. Did he do like the Comic-Cons around Rocky Horror, or did he get away from all that stuff?
Not to my knowledge. I don't think that he ever really leaned into it.
He never like took that nostalgia money from people?
Yeah, I don't think so.
You know, we host a lot of that Comic-Con kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And we have seen like other roles, you know, Riff Raff or whoever.
Totally.
We've seen it stuff, but I don't even think I've ever heard his name mentioned. So, I mean, I wonder if there was like a distance there too, because I don't know. I would assume, but I don't know.
I'm thumbing through his IMDb, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that one too. That one too.
Which one's jumping out to you?
The Hunt for Red October? I forgot how good he was in that.
Yeah, I did forget about that. That kind of messes up my weird stuff kick.
Yeah. But he played a really good bad guy.
Yeah, which, I mean, I guess technically in Rocky Horror, he's the bad guy.
Played really good everything. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Any role he ever had, he crushed. And he got the respect as a supporting actor. He got the respect as a smaller role, as a character actor. But he still had the swag of like a leading man. He got as much attention, even though he was never, you know, the star. He was never the first name on the billboard, never the first name on the poster. He still got the shine of someone who was. And that's how talented the dude was. He never got the big, giant starring role, but he still got the respect at the same level of the people that did.
All right, I'm going to give you a list of names real quick because we were doing disembodied, and all your points are great. But tell me, and we don't have to go through how great these all are, but tell me where you start to slot him in. Tell me where that is at, okay? So, and again, these are just a loose order, right? If you tell me 1 and 2 need flipped, I don't care.
Okay.
Like we're just going in groups, okay? So I'm going to do a group of 3, and you tell me at what point to stop with groups of 3 because that's where his voice goes. James Earl Jones, Morgan Freeman, Sam Elliott.
A tier below that.
Gilbert Gottfried, Fran Drescher, Christopher Walken.
No one's walking, that's for sure.
Patrick Warburton, Keith David, Jeremy Irons,
right
there.
Right there.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Because he's right in before like the Sean Connery, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Like really unique ones.
Yes.
Sly Stallone, I guess, maybe on there.
Comically.
Yeah, Danny DeVito, maybe.
Yeah.
And I mean like just like actor names. I'm not doing like whoever did Hal. You know, I'm not doing.
I might slot him in
Orson Welles.
4th.
Oh, that high?
Yeah. James Earl Jones, Morgan Freeman, Christopher Walken. Man, that's tough.
It's like interpretive.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's like super interpretive. It, outside of women, like women don't count.
But he could do it in a way where he would twist it a little bit and could be comical. He could twist it a little bit and be everyday man. He could twist it a little bit and be an absolute menacing villain with the same iconic delivery and voice.
Yeah. It was like so uniquely manipulatable the way you're talking about, like an H. John Benjamin, you know, where it's like he can do kind of a thing. My favorite, this is a weird place to take this conversation, but My favorite disembodied voice of all time is Daniel Stern. Daniel Stern's disembodied voice to me from the Wonder Years
Okay.
has like a staying power in my mind that I can just always hear.
Compared to the names that we're talking about, that's a deep cut.
It's a reach. I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's not a reach.
Sure. I have Tim Curry levels ahead of him, but I know that one's special to you.
Yeah. There's Michael Caine. There's a couple of
Yes.
them where I can just hear them, I don't know how to say, feel them.
Yeah.
God, that sounds so weird.
Also, a fun little trick: if you say "my cocaine" in a British accent, not only do you sound like Michael Caine, you say the words Michael Caine.
I hate that.
You'll never be able to get that out of your
Yeah.
head now. Yeah.
Bob Shepard.
Good one.
Yeah. Now batting. There's, God, that's such a, I don't know if maybe that's why we're in radio. It's like an audio tinkle. I don't know what
Yes.
to call that. But there's someone that, it makes my mouth feel weird.
I think you got to go all-time Mel Blanc #1 because he's the industry standard. He's the one
Okay.
that everyone else
Yeah,
learned
yeah.
from. And then after that, you can just go iconic voices.
Yeah,
Mel
Mark
Blanc,
Hamill.
do it all. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong. We got to go away because every time we go away, we get to come back.
Hey, how about that?
You're listening to 2 Minute On right here on 98.7 KSNM Classic Rock. Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to 2 Men On. I, of course, am Fred Slow. Alongside me is Van Nunley, and we're in hour 2 of 2. So this is 2 of 2, and we are 2 Men On.
That's right.
If you're listening to us, thank you for doing that terrestrially if you are on KSNM 98.7 Classic Rock. And even a bigger thank you if you're taking the time to find our pod where you find your pods. Means the world to us. So thank you for hitting like and share and subscribe and updates and alert reminders. And when you tell your friends and whenever you laugh with us, all those things.
And share them.
Yeah.
Share.
Now,
The joy that you get from us on this program, don't hoard it.
No.
Share.
Share.
Sharon is Karen.
I like that you said share because in the first hour of this program, we talked about the loss of Dolly Parton, the queen of country music.
Man, that one got me. I'm still hurting.
80 years old. We talked about the loss of Tim Curry, famed actor and queer icon, 80 years old. So, Van, I've come up with a list of other 80-year-olds in today's lexicon of the life and I want to go through a list of those born in 1945 or 46
Okay.
that are currently still with us, and talk about their historic and today's influence on the world.
Okay, I like this a lot.
Yep.
Are we using the Dolly Parton scale? Because that's not fair.
No.
No one's going to be able to
All right.
eclipse Dolly.
All right,
this.
so let's set a scale. So this is
Okay.
good. So Dolly is a hard 10.
11.
Okay, Dolly's
Yeah.
an 11.
Yes.
Okay, and we'll put Tim Curry at like a
7.5.
that seems generous.
Okay.
So yeah, so you're gonna say
I think, as a voice guy, like I have a more respect for him than like your
Okay.
casual movie fan would.
we can say soft 7, aggressive 6,
Okay, I like that
Yeah.
a lot.
and then on the one,
How about 6.9?
nice.
Okay.
And then the number 1 is obviously Donald Trump.
Mhm.
So all right, so that's the
Number
scale.
one. Okay,
Okay,
gotcha.
got it. So Donald Trump, 80 years old.
Okay.
So Dolly Parton no longer with us. I have here the list. Van, talk to me a little bit about your how you respond to this one. Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As a kid who grew up in the 80s,
Mm-hmm.
teenager in the 90s, dude is on top of the world.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Action film icon, champion of and iconic movies. And like much like Dolly Parton, like a came from nothing story guy.
July 6th, 1946. Sly Stallone. The, iconic roles, yes. He has 2 of the most of them.
Yeah.
Of anyone to have done 2,
Yeah.
he has probably the best 2.
He did them a couple years apart too, which is insane.
Yeah, and then not just did those 2, did them multiple times,
Mhm.
and it created such like a longer legacy to it. What Mark Hamill is to Luke Skywalker,
Yeah.
he is to both Rocky and Rambo.
Correct.
Rocky is superior to Rambo.
The original Rocky, Rocky 1, just Rocky.
Yeah.
Is not just a great sports movie, it's a great movie, period.
Sure.
And a hot take here, I know a lot of people disagree with me. I think it's the only good movie from the whole series.
I would disagree with you.
Some wildly entertaining movies in the Rocky series. The first Rocky is the only good movie. It's the only one that I would consider cinema.
I would say the first Rocky through the third Creed, they're all perfect.
So every single one of them
yes,
is what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. Give
Yeah.
me anywhere in
So
there.
you like do Rocky fan fiction online? Like you go to Rocky forums and
Yeah.
read people's fan fiction?
And what-
Like you
and-
love it that much?
And what did he do with his robot maid?
Hmm.
Yes, I need to know.
Okay.
Yeah. What happened to that pet store?
Wait, hold on. Maid? Sure you're not thinking about Schwarzenegger?
That's a different one.
He did some stuff to
Yeah,
a maid too.
That's a different one.
Sure.
Not robot.
Okay.
That movie is dark and weird. Because at its core, Rocky, the original, is a movie about like 2 individuals who are diffy. Like, I don't know how else to say it.
Sure.
And it's a love story,
Mhm.
but like, I'm not sure how consensual.
I love how
it
you're
is.
leaning into Diffie, by the way. A little side note real quick.
What would you say? How would you lean into that?
Sure.
I learned it from you, Van.
You sure did. One of my biggest regrets is putting that in your ear.
At the time that you gave that to me, it was so important
Sure. Yeah.
because it made you a winner,
Yeah.
just like Rocky. we talked about this on Going Over earlier this week.
It's not how many times you get
Yeah,
hit. It's how many times you make up hilariously offensive words that you can slide into any conversation. That's a true champion.
we talked about this on Going Over. I'm like tearing up. The inside baseball of that story is so much better than the story we can tell on there.
Yeah.
The history of me and Rocky, at least in my professional career, it goes back to Balboa. And in Balboa, Rocky's given this speech to his boy on the because this boy is like a learnt man, which makes him soft.
Sure.
Because that's the definition of soft is
Oh yeah.
to be learned.
Yeah. You're not fighting people. You're reading books.
Yeah. And then
like a little bitch.
And as he's talking, because Adrian dies and everyone's sad, but there's that piano playing behind Rocky as he's talking to his boy.
Iconic.
It's the best.
It's iconic.
It's the best.
Yeah.
And I hear that in my own head when I have to do soliloquy, when I have to do like any sort of isolated, standalone monologue. Like in my head, I'm Rocky for some reason.
Okay.
What?
Hey, however you get amped up,
that's what I do.
I support you. If it's the soliloquy from Balboa, go crazy.
I don't hear the word. I hear, and I'm talking like in the same cadence. You know, I feel like I'm in, like if you spent the afternoon hanging out with Owen Wilson and then just started talking like Owen Wilson, like that's what happens to me here.
Right.
So on the 1 to 10 scale, 1 being Donald Trump and 10 being Dolly Parton, where do you put Sly Stallone, Van?
Okay.
The class of 1946.
I would say
the birth class, I guess.
And we're talking about impact on society, career accomplishments, et cetera, et cetera.
This is more the Van scale.
Van scale?
Yeah.
Hard 8.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hard 8.
Near the top.
Sure.
And Frank, too.
Yeah. It's a big deal.
Yeah, Frank's younger, but
right.
But yeah, put him on the list, too.
Yeah, throw him a bone.
Speaking of bones.
All right.
Helen Mirren.
Ooh.
So Helen Mirren, July 26, 1945, 80 years old, Van.
Okay.
I mean, Fox.
Still got it, too.
Still got it.
Dang. If I'm still attractive in my 70s, holy moly, what a life lived.
80s.
Well, it's 80 on the dot.
80 on the dot, yeah.
Sure. If you just finished your 70s. Yeah.
And was not just a generation, but multiple generations, hubba hubba. You know, it was, and then turned out was a pretty good actress. You know, like
you beat me to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's more her aura. It's more her vibe that makes her so attractive. It's her talent. It's how captivating she is. She's not just a hottie. You know what I mean? Like
young Helen Mirren.
She has an aura. You know what I mean?
She could be in my Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Put her in the slideshow.
I tell you what, dude. It's just not fair to live life. Also, why do we keep talking about British people? It's not that fair to live life
right.
like this, established and beautiful the whole time.
Right.
Like, hey, and acting's hard. Like, I get it. Like, pretend to be someone else is hard. Yeah. How easy does life come to you
when you look like that?
When you look like this,
get a step up for sure.
Yes, Miss Mirren, I would like to hold the door for you.
I'll hold anything for you.
I would literally do anything for you.
I'll put my life on hold to try to be with you.
Also, she's in a Fast and the Furious movie, which slaps.
Is she now?
Yeah. So
I watched the first 45 minutes of the first one, and I haven't watched anything since. Family. That's all I took away from it.
I could tell you why you're wrong.
Corona.
But this isn't that segment.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and give Helen Mirren an 8, maybe even a 9.
I think a hard 8, too.
Yeah, she's great.
A hard 8. Yeah.
Other side of the spectrum for you and I, equally as influential, I know, in both of our lives, as Sylvester Stallone was, as Dolly Parton was, as Helen Mirren was in my formative years. Steve Martin.
Oh,
Van. Steve Martin.
Man.
August 14th, 1945.
Okay. Steve Martin had a huge impact on me because I know, much like you, you're also a Saturday Night Live kid.
Huge.
And his impact on Saturday Night Live went for decades and decades. Incredibly talented guy. And one thing I strive for with my, my friends and my coworkers and, people I love and care about, I like people with different, unique personalities.
Yes.
And at the time when he was on his way up, there was no one like him.
Correct.
He's been mocked. He's been imitated for decades now, but he's the original sweet, goofy, fun, loving human being. And he's cultivated that into an incredible career. And I'll take that one step further. One specific movie, The Jerk.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
It's classic.
Yeah.
It holds up today.
Mhm.
It touched on some topics that people might find insensitive, but they did it in a way that you knew it was social commentary, not punching down.
Yeah, I agree completely.
It's a brilliant comedy, and it's on my Rushmore of comedies, and I revisit it. It's one of multiple movies that I watch probably once a year.
Yeah, he, performative wise, Saturday Night Live goes through these phases, and we've never really talked about this on air, but I know we've talked about it off air. The Saturday Night Live, dependent upon their current cast, right? So if it's a Second City cast, it's more character driven stuff. If it's like a Laugh Factory kind of thing, or if it just wherever they source them from, then it could be more, instead of characters, it could be more like circumstance comedy, right? So it could be like mispronunciation of a word is an entire bit,
right?
And you go, that's a good bit. And Steve Martin could do them both. He could do the Two Wild and Crazy Guys with Dan Aykroyd as characters you wanted to see reoccur every week on Saturday Night Live. But then you could also put him in for a one-off doing any role, you know, and not just the musical stuff, not just the stand-up stuff, not just the physical stuff, but the spectrum of all of it combined. Give me another example. Chevy Chase, maybe? Like, give me another example. Dan Aykroyd, I guess. That was a special.
Oh, Steve Martin over both of those.
Yeah,
guys.
I agree.
Yeah.
On Raw Talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a lot of brilliance.
When it comes to my entertainment, I usually lean towards more challenging, more counterculture, more dark things.
Sure.
But Steve Martin is like the one ray of sunshine coming through a dark cloud in the comedy world, that he does it in a wholesome way that you come away a better person.
Yeah. Yeah. You have always told me that your favorite Saturday Night Live sketch, and you always say, Fred, my favorite Saturday Night Live sketch, hands down, is the one with Chevy Chase and Eddie Murphy. I blew the joke.
It's okay.
I blew the whole joke. And I always say, why, Van? I say, why is that your favorite sketch?
Yeah.
And then you tell me.
That's it.
You tell me.
So, because I can recite it all the time.
Because
for sure.
That's actually where you go in soliloquy.
I do.
You go to
a lot of time in front of the mirror on that one.
Yeah. Just had to get it just perfect. Just had to get it down. Steve Martin, hard 8. Put him at the 8, maybe the 9 again for me. But we're starting off very strong on this list.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say because of the recently deceased Dolly Parton, this is a unfair 1 to 10. So I'm going to give him a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
And whenever
I would say 10 if it wasn't just for Dolly Parton.
And hopefully 10 years from now, when we're redoing this show and Steve Martin passes away, he's the new 10, you know?
Also, I hope that's not for a while, because I could use another season of Only Murders in the Building.
Not for me.
So good.
It's not for me.
That's so good.
I'm a big Martin Short guy too.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
Yeah. Love the banter. Well written.
Your dad was born in 1945. August 31st. Van Morrison.
Yeah.
Yeah, born in 1945. This is the first one for me that's going to fall below a 5. And I know we're on like a classic rock channel, so that's not going to resonate overly well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Die a hero or live long enough to become the villain. He took a hard heel turn.
I agree.
In the last few years, man. It's hard to watch. Love his music.
Yeah.
Moondance, if we're doing on a scale, Moondance is a 10 out of 10 album. Yeah, I think it's his only 10 out of 10 album. He's had, some absolute bangers throughout the years. Irish icon, and as a guy who's genetically Irish, not really culturally Irish, but I always had a special place in my heart for Van Morrison in my adulthood. Funny story real quick. I've never worn the shoe Vans. I've never driven a van.
Okay.
And then in my youth, I never listened to Van Morrison because I thought it would be too on the nose. And I was working at this restaurant in my early 20s in Las Cruces, and one of my coworkers was like, "Oh my God, I love Van Morrison so much. You're so lucky to have that name. That's so cool."
Yeah.
And I was like, "You must love his music." And I was like, "Actually, I never listened to him before because I'm not gonna listen to a guy named Van when my name's Van. Like it's too on the nose. I can't do it." She made me a mixtape and made me listen to Van Morrison. And I was like, holy bleep.
Yeah, you missed out.
This guy's incredible. And then went down to Van Morrison Wormhole, loved him for like 20 years until he turned into an absolute freak weirdo.
He's a weirdo.
So I'm going to say 1 for end of life personality, and then 9 as a performing artist.
You're separating.
We're going to round it to 4.5.
Art versus artist.
Yes, we're going to cut it in the middle. We're going to do 4.5.
So I'll be right there with you.
Yeah.
Cool. Why not?
Sure.
Also, I've never seen Freddie Got Fingered, so I get it. Like I don't do what you don't do.
Yeah.
Like, no, just my name's in it.
Daddy, would you like some sausage?
What is that?
You know that part from Freddie Got Fingered. Daddy, would you like some sausages?
Is that Ask Me About My Wiener?
It's close.
Is that the same movie? That's a Jonah Hill
Yeah, that's different.
number. That's the thing. Bette Midler. Bette Midler.
Okay. All right. This is a big one, too.
Yeah.
This one is another one that's not for me.
Sure.
But I understand how people believe she is an icon.
Yeah.
I am neither gay nor Jewish.
To your knowledge.
To my knowledge, yet, as of now,
Yeah.
in all of my 44 years, I haven't been gay or Jewish. Fiscally Jewish.
Of course.
But yeah, not like culturally or religiously Jewish. So she doesn't really resonate with me as much.
I didn't like Beaches. I didn't like the one where they're witches.
Yeah.
Like none of those things hit with me.
Yeah, didn't hit me either way, but I know a lot of people who are just obsessed with them, mostly gay and Jewish.
Mm-hmm.
But as a cultural icon, I'm going to throw my hands up here. I'm going to do shoulder shrug emoji.
Yeah.
I don't know where to put her, so I'm just going to solid 6. How about that?
That's even one generous for me.
Okay.
Because on the Dolly Parton scale of hotness, I would put Bette Midler probably like a 5.
5. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
Because I don't think the way that Dolly encompassed all audiences, the mid does not.
No.
And her name is Mid. She's a 5.
There you go.
There
Perfect.
you go.
I'm going to round up a little bit because I'm going to hurt some people's feelings because I don't care about her.
Diane Keaton.
Iconic roles?
Yeah.
You're going down the list fast here.
Well,
it's fallen off a little. It's fallen off a little bit.
There's 2 in a row, 4 in a row. I'm going to give you a bunch of them in a row.
Okay, I'm going to do Diane Keaton 6.5 just to be higher than Bette Midler.
John Lithgow.
Oh, man. Some iconic roles, but I don't know about a whole overarching career. 6.75.
The Fonz.
Oh, now see, I love Henry Winkler.
Yeah.
He has had a huge impact on me in a bunch of different areas. I don't know if you, friend of the show, have seen HBO's smash hit Barry. But
I have not, no.
Henry Winkler keeps breathing life into his career with excellent script choices, like once a decade. So I'm going to give him 7.5.
Not so bad.
Yeah.
Not so bad for him. We're running through him because we have to run through him. Goldie Hawn.
Was never for me, but Stone Cold Fox. Not really familiar with a lot of her more iconic roles. Default 6.
Mia Farrow.
Oof. Poor girl. Yeah, poor girl. This is the first one I'm going to abstain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Neil Young.
Love Neil Young. The Harvest album, I believe, is Dolly Parton levels 11 out of 10.
Okay.
Give me Neil Young for his outgoing stance on politics. I think he's been on the right side of history pretty often. He's a helper, and I love helpers. I'm going to give Neil Young an 8.
Rod Stewart.
My mom's favorite singer.
Yeah.
I'm going to have him tied with Neil Young just for OG friend of the show and my loving mother, Sandra.
Is it a 3-way tie with Eric Clapton?
Ooh, okay. No, he's a 7, -1 for the balcony.
I have to cherry pick at this point because we're running out of time.
Yeah.
Liza Minnelli.
Never for me, but she was incredible in Arrested Development, so I'll lump her into the solid 6 category.
Priscilla Presley. Not that famous. I don't know. She shouldn't be on the list.
Not that famous. I'll give her an extra point for the Naked Gun. Round up to 5.
And the one that started the whole segment, Cher.
Cher. See, another one that never really resonated with me, but I get the appeal.
Yeah.
And invented auto-tune. So I'm going to deduct a point because of all the rap music and R&B that uses auto-tune now.
Mhm.
So I was going to give you a solid 7. Share, you're back in the solid 6 group.
For the record, on the Rodecaster mixer that we currently use, it's entire. There's a lot of auto tune going on as we speak.
But not changing our voices, not altering our voices.
A lot of compression here.
There is some compression for sure.
We'll wrap up the program whenever we get back. You listen to 2 Men On. We are live from Rio Bravo Brewery, and we're having so much fun doing it. 98.7 KSNM Classic Rock. Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to 2 Men On. We record this program live from Rio Bravo Brewery. Then we package it up and spit it out to terrestrial radio and internet radio and podcast radio and anyone who's in earshot. You're Van Nunley.
Correct. That is accurate. I am Van Nunley. You did it again. Congratulations.
What did I do?
You got my name right again.
Basically every time?
Usually it's the Van Nunley, but whatever. I'm not gonna split hairs here.
Your name be your name.
Hey, all right. References from my favorite show of all time, The Wire.
Ooh, there we go. Normally, Van, for a segment, we're handing out unsolicited advice.
Yes. Yeah, we've done it for 3 months straight.
Yeah, we've been very good at it. But
Rave reviews.
some reviews, yes.
Some very appreciative emails.
Yeah, some emails.
By the way, you want to be a friend of the show, you want to reach out, VAN at talkabq.com.
Now, sometimes, Van, circumstance is more substantial than choice.
Sure.
And we are in a circumstance currently with the loss of Dolly Parton this week.
Yep.
The loss of Tim Curry this week. And going over some of the greatest still living 80-year-olds on the earth and ranked on the 1 through 10 Dolly Parton scale of hotness.
Yeah, I think I crushed mine. I think I was perfect.
Yeah, you did very good.
The whole way across.
Van, I now have a list in front of me of famous individuals who died at 80 years old.
Okay, here we go. There's a theme here today.
There's a theme here.
All right, by the way, friend of the show.
Yes.
If you're tuning in right now for the advice segment.
Yeah, sorry for you.
I got some hints. I got some hot tips.
All right.
Just read about the life of Dolly Parton. That's all the advice you need.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We might never do this advice segment again now that we just have the beautiful example of the human being Dolly Parton.
Who are we taking advice from even at this point? I don't know. Those that are qualified to give it no longer with us.
Got to find another Dolly.
Famed individuals who passed at 80 years old, and we need a scale again.
Okay, we're scaling. So same rules as last segment.
I think it's the same rules as last segment.
Okay.
So Dolly Parton is no longer with us.
Correct.
So she's a 10.
11.
She's an 11.
She's an 11. There's still room for more 10s.
What did the chat say she was?
The chat, thank you very much for that. They said it writes itself.
Yeah.
Dolly Parton is a 9 out of 5.
Who said that?
Shout out to friend of the show.
This is Instagram.
Nolan. Thank you for
All right,
that,
friend of the show,
Nolan.
Nolan.
Yeah.
So, on the Dolly Parton scale of dead hotness, passing at 80 years old
Okay.
in 2008,
All right.
George Carlin.
Oh, man. Okay. Thank God that Dolly Parton is an 11,
Uh-huh.
because this is going to be probably the easiest grade I can give anyone that you say out loud.
All right.
George Carlin's a 10.
He's a 10.
He's had more impact on my life than any other person that's not friend or family. He is my all-time favorite comedian. He is a philosopher. He is a prognosticator.
All true.
He is, dare I say, modern-day Nostradamus. Because he told us the playbook, and look what's happening now.
Yeah, and you ain't it. Like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, and they're all in a club. Yeah, and George Carlin resonates today the way that he resonated in 2008, the way that he resonated in 1998, 1988, 1978, 1968, 1958. You get it.
Whenever and I don't have an exact moment.
Okay.
I don't have an exact date. I don't have an
Bill
exact stand-up. I don't have an exact stand-up special. But when George Carlin moved away from the vanilla kind of I'm doing this for everybody comedy and became the George Carlin that we knew.
It was Nixon. That's when it happened.
40 years.
Yeah, it was Watergate.
Of absolute excellence.
Yeah. 30. Yeah, it was Watergate. And that transformation was so important to what could be said. And the real famous bit is the 7 words you can't say.
Yeah.
Like, just crucial, just absolutely crucial.
Everything. He had his finger on the pulse of the culture of the United States of America, and even more so the world. A little dark, a little, just a little sprinkle, the dusting of salt of darkness. Sometimes too heavy.
Yeah.
But he always had his finger on the pulse of the world, and he was always right. He was always correct.
Yeah, I think you're correct. Yeah, he had it real special, and then gave it to others.
Yes.
And put George Carlin a hard 10.
Hard 10. Easy.
In 2006, should I go with nicknames on this first? I'm going to try to do a little shine.
Okay.
The godfather of soul, James Brown, passed away at 80 years old.
All right. Now, this is a big one.
Yeah.
This is going to be a tough one. This is much like my Van Morrison scale from last segment.
Correct, because at the end.
Not great. Not great. I mean, James Brown in the 80s was a mess. James Brown in the 90s, scandal after scandal. Yeah. But his impact on R&B, soul, funk is iconic. He might be, the nickname Godfather of Soul is not hyperbole at all.
Yeah.
He took that genre to an echelon that it did not exist before.
And crossed it into cultures to consume it that weren't consuming it before.
Yeah.
It primarily was for a certain base, that was people of color in the African American community.
Yeah.
And made it through the help of a label industry. Consumed by the masses, which was really neat. Hard 5. Cool.
I'm somewhere close.
Yeah.
He's like one of those guys that his impact on culture and society was bigger than the music, and the music was incredible. You talked about The Simpsons.
Yeah.
He was on The Simpsons. He was parodied on Saturday Night Live. Everybody had their own, James Brown impression.
Yeah.
I got a pretty damn good one too.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say James Brown is another 10, but with all the problematic stuff involved, I got to drop him down to the solid 6.
I really like Blues Brothers.
Sure.
Speaking of The Godfather.
Okay.
In 2004, Marlon Brando.
Okay. Now, absolute Hollywood icon.
Yeah.
Shout out to owner-operator. here at Rio Bravo. Just got a little nipple pinch
Yeah,
by
thanks,
our
Randy.
good friend
Thanks, Randy.
Randy.
Marlon Brando passed away in 2004, the age of 80. Man,
I mean, from Rebel Without a Cause to Vito Corleone to Apocalypse Now, like iconic role after iconic role. Like, he is an absolute dude, trendsetter, emulated by people from every single generation that he acted in.
and parts of the world. You ever see like a South Korean guy do a Marlon Brando? Because
Yes, sir.
like that stuff works. Iconic roles. Bit of a space cadet outside of film.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you're 80. Like, y'all can't be Dolly.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I got an easy 9 here.
Oh, that's okay.
I got an easy 9 for Marlon Brando.
I'm gonna go 8, but I'm gonna follow you on that. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Sure.
And
Weird, but not problematic.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in 2018, the most iconic one of all time, the one that you and I have both at points in our lives strived for, the way that so many individuals that love Oakley sunglasses and creating selfie videos in the front seat of their car.
Yeah.
The greatest soup strainer of all time, Burt Reynolds, passed away in 2018.
Another icon.
Yeah.
Another one of one. Top of the world there for a while. Late 70s, early 80s. He was that dude, the biggest star in the whole world. Mostly him, but
his chest hair.
Him and Tom Selleck with the thick mustache and chest hair probably led to me being born at all.
Good call.
Because my father looks like Kirtland's signature Burt and Tom Selleck.
Yeah, combined.
So I'm a lucky boy. I don't think I'd be here right now without Burt Reynolds and Tom Selleck. Made some iconic movies, but he was never like the great actor. Like, he was never
Smokey and the Bandit is fine.
He was never up for an Oscar. He was never considered.
Boogie Nights is fine.
Sure. Yeah. I'm gonna say because of his like sexiest man alive kind of #1 Hollywood lead, I'm gonna give him some extra points for that.
Yeah.
But I don't think his impact was that big. He's not lumped into the solid 6 category, and I think he's better than a 7. I'm gonna round up to 7.5 for our dude.
If you were gonna be like, hey, Freddie, who in a small town would hate someone? Burt Reynolds is the guy in a small town. That's why Deliverance works.
I'm gonna try to get through this real quick. I heard an incredible story about Burt Reynolds. He's at this restaurant and he's having a steak dinner with the offensive line from a professional football team.
Okay.
And he's Burt Reynolds, top of his powers, biggest star in the world. And he sees this skinny Italian guy across the room by himself with a table of like the 4 prettiest women in the room.
Sure.
So he goes over to the table, starts
The
flirting
way
with,
Burt Reynolds do.
the way he would do.
Yeah.
He went over to the table, started flirting with these girls, and the guy said, "Who do you think you are? What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm bleeping Burt Reynolds. You want to take this outside?" So he went outside and started fighting with this guy. They beat the hell out of each other. They're both out of breath. And so Burt Reynolds stopped and said, "Hey, man, truce. Like, I got enough. Do you get enough?" And he's like, "Hey, I'm Burt Reynolds." The other guy says, "Hi, I'm Mario Andretti."
Stop.
Yes. That's like one of my favorite Hollywood stories I've ever heard in my life. He got into a fist fight with Mario Andretti outside of a steakhouse because he was jealous because he had prettier women than him.
I mean, if you're hanging out with
Okay, never mind. Burt's an 8.5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna round up another one.
Also, hanging out with the purple people eaters whenever like there's 4 dimes hanging out with Mario Andretti.
Yeah.
Not fair. Leonard Nimoy passed away in 2015 at 80 years old, man. One role.
Sure.
Just the one.
Yeah. It's all you need when you got a good one like that.
Swam with whales in a movie, and I go, that's kind of cool. Spock's in there?
Yeah. In the Biggie Tupac world of
nerd culture,
I'm a Star Wars guy.
Okay.
I am exclusively Star Wars. It's the only thing I really nerd out or geek out on.
All right.
So I admittedly have never really gotten into Star Trek.
See.
I understand the appeal.
Yeah.
If it's for you, go crazy. It's not for me. But
There's
I understand the impact of Star
Yeah.
Trek, and I understand the impact of Captain Spock.
a lot of things about Star Trek are superior to Star Wars. A lot of things.
Okay.
I'll give you an example, and this is the one I always give when I say, if you're going to rank them, I want you to make sure you're considering.
Mm-hmm.
Spaceships in Star Trek have carpet.
Okay.
And to me, to have to live on a spaceship, to gallivant around the known and unknown universe,
Yeah.
to exist in a world where you do not at all consider your own comfort,
Yeah.
unacceptable. Star Wars.
And it's in the 70s, so it's probably a nice plush shag
Oh,
carpet, too.
will create plenty of static electricity, which will for certain kill me on a spaceship.
Absolutely. This
100%.
thing's going to explode.
But in a world where all these things can exist in safety,
Yeah.
I was a big fan of Star Trek because it seemed like it was for the people. Okay.
Sure.
In Leonard Nimoy, there's a couple of very famous hand deals in history.
Okay.
Right? There's Hova's diamond, right?
Gotcha.
That is near the top.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Clicks Too Sweet.
Yeah.
Put that on the list.
Mm-hmm.
There's a handful of them. There's
Yes.
Richard Nixon's I Am Not a Crook.
Yep.
But Leonard Nimoy's little middle finger,
Gotcha.
ring finger,
Mm-hmm.
separator deal is as significant,
The Vulcan live long and prosper.
yes,
Yeah.
as any hand deal. And
Yeah.
that, my friend, is going to, if I don't even have to speak to you,
Sure.
that puts you in the 8-9 category alone.
Yeah.
It's forever.
Me personally, I'd put him in the solid 6 category because I couldn't tell you another thing that he did with his career.
Ears.
But if you tell me, like you did, he's a 9, I have no argument.
Can't.
So, you stick that hand out and then you peel back your ring finger and then hold it back with your thumb and you got the shocker.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And then you spread out your pinky finger and your ring finger.
It's
And
harder
you put
than
together
you think.
with
It's
your
harder than you think.
yeah, and you got the spocker.
Yeah,
And then what I'm a fan of, you throw up West Side
yeah.
and you got the Tupacker.
And then
So,
didn't you throw an interception?
you got a little extra
Oh, okay.
finger up there for the man on the boat. So there you go. Cheat code.
You throw my joke is going to be throw an interception, become a Jake Locker. That's what I
There
was
you go.
going with that.
Yeah, you can't beat the Tupacker.
No,
Sorry.
yeah, it was a good one.
Thank you.
In 2020, legendary comedic actor. And growing up and living in a time where it wasn't socially acceptable to be the thing that he was really in any industry outside of entertainment, Fred Willard passed away. He's not going to get over a 5. And it's a bummer.
Man, I mean, are we talking about in my heart or like my objective grading scale?
Fred Willard and all of his guest spots on all the 90s things, because he
Yeah.
was just loved by everyone.
Sure.
But him showing up on News Radio or him showing up on Roseanne or
Yeah.
him showing up on all the TGIF stuff
Mhm.
and just doing the one-off things, I was about the Fred Willard life.
Hard agree.
Yeah, and then you go even further back with the stuff he did with Laugh-In, the stuff he did with Carol Burnett, the stuff he did with all of them. Like Fred Willard had it.
Yeah, and he's another guy. Like we praised Tim Curry earlier, and then I think he's another guy like that because he
Mhm.
never got the big shot, and he never got a chance to really shine in a major role. But everything he did, he crushed. Like if you, friend of the show, like me, and I'm assuming you to a certain degree, Fred, are a Christopher Guest movie fan,
Yeah.
he's an 11 in Christopher Guest movies.
Yeah.
But if I have to like actually objectively grade his impact, I'll put him in a solid 6
Yeah,
category.
he's right around there.
Yeah, sure.
Speaking of The Godfather, because we did earlier, James Caan.
Oh,
He passed away in 2022.
okay.
He's
James
fine.
Caan,
He's fine.
legend, cool guy, had like a vibe about him. Kids say he had an aura.
hmm
Yeah, he had that swag. He had that moxie. He had that chutzpah.
But again, the
Yeah.
reason I can't let my ankles and feet lay over the end of the bed,
Sure. Uh-huh.
because James Caan in Misery,
Yeah.
he's the reason you don't pop your neck because of that scene in Misery
Mm-hmm.
when Kathy Bates just does him in. And I go, that's too much.
Yeah.
I don't care for this.
Like him being, Irish as hell
Mhm.
and being able to pull off being Santino Corleone
Mm.
in The Godfather and just absolutely crushing it. Like the dichotomy in between, Santino, Michael, and Fredo. Like he did an absolute perfect job. And he had some other iconic roles, but I don't think he's in that upper echelon of legend. So welcome to a very crowded bunch, James Caan, in the Solid Six region.
A lot of the younger listener to this program who we've been so fortunate to captivate for years will tell you Elf.
Mm-hmm.
They'll say Elf was
Sure.
like the James Caan one.
Yeah. He crushed in that short-lived series Vegas. He was excellent. in
Yeah,
that.
a lot of people did rave about that.
Yeah.
There was a terrible movie in, I'm going to say 99 or 2000 called Rollerball,
I remember that. That was so bad.
but it was like a go-to for me.
Yeah. Holy moly.
It was like a play on like some of those really old, like Arnold Schwarzenegger 80s style ones.
Yes.
Also, I think James Caan was on a racer with Arnold Schwarzenegger, but also we could kind of tie these all together if we really put effort into it.
Totally.
A
The movie Thief, underrated.
lot of people rave about it.
Playing Brian Piccolo
Yep.
in Brian's song is a great performance. Mostly he was just like the cool guy or the badass or the villain.
Dick Tracy.
Yeah.
We haven't had one until this one.
Okay.
Can you name anything in your life that you've done for 36 years?
For 36
Yeah.
years.
Is there-
That would make me
Do you have a
8 years old.
hobby or interest or job or 36 years?
How about I liked baseball?
Okay,
I've been a baseball fan since I was 8 years old. How about that?
not bad.
Okay.
That's a good one.
We're not talking about like bodily functions and sleeping and like
No.
repetitive human behavior. No, I don't think there's anything I've done for that long.
Do you think identifying baseball is your thing?
Sure.
Do you think you could host baseball for 36 years?
Not even I could do that.
No.
And I would love it. And I'd be incredible at it.
Alex Trebek passed away at 80 years
Mm.
old. Man, Alex Trebek in 2020 hosted Jeopardy for 36 years and might be the only one that can get the number 2 spot behind Dolly Parton on this list.
A life well lived.
Yeah.
Right?
Impacts made.
No scandals, no controversy. Just a cool ass dude
Mhm.
doing a job at an elite level. Icon in the industry. And as far as I know, a helper. And I like helpers. And I'm going to give it a 9 just because it's a game show.
It's like a game show, but it's the show that so many people's grandpas or fathers fell asleep to in the living room chair.
Sure.
More people went to bed with Alex Trebek
Mm-hmm.
than you did with Linda Cohen in the 90s.
The second showing after the news. Like
Yeah.
you don't watch the one after the afternoon news. You watch it after the evening news.
And like the stability of it all,
Yeah.
and then at the end, his battles with cancer and the kind of the stories he told then, also wildly important and significant. But put him at the top. Also, Jeopardy, wrong decision going Ken Jennings. Aaron Rodgers was right there. He was right
Well,
there the whole time.
He had to milk one more year out of the NFL.
He's
but
on year 4 of that now.
Sure. Yeah. There's a guy whose scores plummeted over the last few years.
Maybe the best insult comic of all time.
Triumph the comic dog.
Nope.
He
that's
lived
a
to
puppet.
80?
That's a puppet.
Oh, my bad.
And in dog years, probably.
Okay.
Don Rickles passed away at 80 years old.
Oh, man. Absolute legend. What a dude.
His interview style stuff, I couldn't tell you what, anytime he was on The Tonight Show, anything he was doing with Johnny Carson, any of that existence, could not tell you the thing he was promoting. No idea.
Yeah.
Jokes. Nonstop jokes.
Mhm.
And it was, I live in the world of pro wrestling. if I have to go out and I know I have to cut a promo and do a thing, give me a couple minutes of Don Rickles before, and I can get in the
zone,
energy,
no matter
like,
what.
Yeah. Like, oh, I remember how to shoot a free throw. Like, here it is.
The Friars Club roasts.
Yeah.
Like the Friars, him and his cohorts at the Friars Club roast started a whole new industry. Like there's $1 million productions of roasts on Netflix now.
Mm-hmm.
That started with a handful of comedians making fun of people at a club with no one watching.
Yeah.
That started with him and a ragtag bunch of dudes making fun of Sammy Davis Jr. or whatever.
I mean, if you had to pick one,
Yeah.
he's the one. Yeah, put him in that upper tier too, though. Like he would just as special and significant as.
Yeah, I mean, our younger listeners, the younger friends of the show, might not know who he is.
No.
So you should take a little bit of time to do your own research on Don Rickles.
And do it undistracted. Like put your watch it on your phone so you're not on your phone.
Correct.
You know, like it exists there for you.
Yeah.
And it's
he was Bizarro Bob Hope.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah.
I don't know if he did USO shows. I have no idea.
I don't think they'd let him.
That's a good point.
Morale would be poor.
We do have to wrap it up. There were a handful of others that were significant, but we just unfortunately don't have the time, including Glenn Campbell.
Hey, cousin Glenn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wanted to make sure we snuck him in.
Sure. Married my cousin. Had some wonderful kids who are still in touch with one of them.
Jim Brown passed away at the age of 80. Isaac Hayes, Tina Turner, Ray Liotta, Frank Zappa, and the list goes on.
Some good ones.
There you go. Call it club. It's the 80s.
The 80s club.
The 80s club.
With my lifestyle and poor choices, I doubt I make it to 80.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt you will not make it to 80.
Yeah, sure. But if I do, a life well lived, baby.
Final words, Van?
Oh, my goodness. Too much for the time allotted, my friend. How about we do it again next week?
I always do. For Van Nunley, for myself, Fred Slow. Good job, everyone. Keep breathing.